highlights of the 1-0 win against Halifax on Saturday was the real resilience and how strong your team finished the game. There was like a real togetherness in the team. Is that something that's been reflected in training over the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, you want the individual work rate and energy and intensity, but when you get everybody doing it at the same time, then you become a pretty good force, and that's what we've been trying to get everybody a little bit nearer their 100%, because, you know, I've said it before, nobody really knows what their 100% is, but they're striving for it at the moment. We keep pushing them a little bit, and you're right, it all came together. The boys looked a very strong unit, as you said, and it was nice to finish the game with that sort of professionalism and game management. So right to the end, and we played some good stuff again, you know, and that's important to us. We want to make sure that even in the conditions that we played in over the last couple of games, especially the last one, you could ask the lads, and they probably wouldn't have felt that the weather affected them. It didn't look like it anyway, even though it was gale force. English Riviera, you had them a laugh, didn't you? But anyway, yeah, so we were really pleased with the way the game went and the way the team, and they were pleased as well, and it was good, because sometimes the lads need to feel it and see it and believe it.
And some would say the 6-1 win against Aldershot earlier on in the season set the marker for the standard of the team, but in a different way. Did you feel that Saturday, in terms of work rate, resilience, keeping the clean sheet, and the fact that Mark Holster was relatively untroubled throughout the game, has set a different standard in a different way?
Yes, you've got to be solid with the ball, not give it away too quickly, and then get caught on the transitions, and then you've got to be able to transition yourself quickly with quality. And we did both. We had other opportunities. You know, we had quite a lot of play in their half, where, you know, there was 10, 12 passes once just outside and each time everybody was screaming shoot, but they were defending quite well, and but we were finding our players, and in the end we got the shot, but unfortunately Mox's shot went far higher than the crossbar.
And when you're trying to put a run together, as you've been challenging your team to do for some time now, you obviously need that starting point, which it could be was on last Saturday. And although it's a different competition in the FA Trophy on Saturday, there's no reason why back-to-back wins can't be the start of that one, is there?
No, we want back-to-back wins. Both competitions are important to us. They're important to the players. There's players that are just coming back from sort of long-term injuries, really. You still may lose one or two. You know, we don't know. Often we have to wait till a Friday before we can actually pick our team. Some of them always need that extra day or two. And we got a big game in Bromley coming up and Boreham Wood. So we got some tough games that we got to get through. We're taking one at a time, and hopefully the boys, through enjoying what they did against Halifax, you know, they'll understand that we've got to do the same against Taunton. We're not going to take them lightly at all, because they've already knocked out Yeovil in the FA Cup. So it's we'll respect them again, as we always say, but you got to play, and it's hopefully we're able to get our pitch sorted out as far as from the deluge that it had the other day. But we've got some great ground staff to work hard, and so hopefully everything will be okay.
I've got some obviously experienced characters in your dressing, like the likes of Asa Hall and Demox, who are particularly prominent on Saturday. Some of the younger players, if you have to sort of tell them a bit about the trophy, because it's obviously a competition you know very well, having won it with Yeovil.
Yeah.
A big game for Taunton. If you had to explain how big the game this is for clubs at our level as well?
Yes. I don't think they know. I think they know. They watch the trophy finals generally. And it gets, very serious once it gets to the semi-finals and final. So we're trying to help them make it serious now so that they realise that we would like to get through as many rounds as possible, and if you're in it, you've got to try and win it. There's some big teams still in it, some very good teams in it, but we love playing football. So at the end of the day, the lads, if they do love playing football, then the more games that come along, the better. And so this one will be taken very seriously. We haven't got a second team, so I can't go out and play a second team. And we wouldn't. There might be a few little knocks where you have to give somebody a bit of a break, because otherwise you wouldn't be fit for the Bromley game. And we in Downsy have to manage that. But the side will be strong and willing to get through, very willing to get through to the next round.
Obviously, 2 new faces against Halifax in the squad. Is there likely to be any new faces against Taunton on Saturday?
Yes, there could be. Obviously, we've got Ricky come in, and we've got James Crowell. So they'll be available for us. I know there's a lot of rumours and speculation about other people, but Nico Lawrence from Southampton, we hope will be with us. He's down here already, so he's with us. He'll be training today. But we've just got to finalise the last signatures and things. It's like people have got to. Everyone's okayed it, so it's only a matter of time that happens, and it will hopefully happen before Saturday. He's a centre back, and Southampton think very highly of him because they've. One of the things that we had to wait a little bit for was because him and his agent was negotiating a new contract at Southampton. He's very pleased with that, so that's a test of how much they like him, because they don't want us to nick him. But it's a good club to work with, absolutely, and they understand what we do, and we'll have him for the when it happens for the remainder of the season.
It's testament to our club then, Gaffer, that you've got a player of that quality, and they are trusting Talking and yourself by letting a player of that calibre come down here to learn his trade.
Yeah, well, I mean, a big plus for us is the fella sitting over there down here, because he's he was a top centre half for me, and all through his career, and he works extensively with the centre backs as well as others, of course. We all do. We all play our part, but. When these lads and clubs know that we've got a centre half that's done the job, and a good coach and improves people, then they're happy to send their centre halves to us. And if you look back at the centre backs that we've had, Joe Lewis, Lucas Ness, who's now playing regular in Charlton's team, plus many others. You can see, why they think we will help their player be part of their route to a Premiership club, getting in their first team. So that's where we are with that. But and as a club, we make sure that these clubs get analysis of all their games. So we send that to them. We send out, their stats of all the games. We report to them. There's a way of dealing with these big clubs, because they want all that information, and we can give them that, and we're honest with them. If he's not been good, we tell him. If he has been good, we tell him. But it's nice to have somebody and know that you've got they respect us enough to let him come for the whole season. Not, well, we'll suck it and see. We'll see if he enjoys it. We'll see if we're sure about him, and so hopefully, and Southampton are sure that this is a good deal for both clubs.